What's up, people? It's your boy Levelhead, back off a long hiatus, but I'm back. So anyway, without further ado, welcome to
the Levelhead Gamer Show.
Now, yes, like I said before, I've been gone for a while. You know what I'm saying? And y'all probably been wondering what I've been doing. And what I've been doing is chillaxing. You know what I'm saying? Catching up with my family, enjoying the holidays, getting fat, eating, doing a lot with my church, traveling. I do Christian hip hop, so I've been traveling doing that. And I probably ain't never told y'all that, so I might have to put up some music and let y'all check me out. Also, I implore you guys to step away from this community every now and again. Take a little week or 2-3 week break. Don't listen to nothing. Don't check out who making what, you know what I'm saying, and do some other things. It's very healthy, you know what I'm saying? I do it because, I don't do it because is so healthy. I just do it because I'm not caught up in this like that. I come back and I make comments every now and again if I check out something. I was doing that here and there while I wasn't making videos, but I ain't trying to make money off of this. I do this for fun, and I do this for just waste time and just give my thoughts on stuff. That's all it is, and it ain't that serious, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, take a break every now and again. Good for your health. But anyway, I just want to talk about some new news. I follow this cat, and his name is the Hip Hop Gamer 1. And his show is Hip Hop Gamer Show. And y'all need to go check him out. But his latest video is called Nintendo Planning to Acquire Sega. In this video, this guy is pretty big wig far as he has access to, you know, backstage at E3. He's almost like the analysts who leave and travel for IGN, and the writers who travel for IGN and Game Trailers and GameSpot and go to E3 and Comic-Con and Tokyo Gamer Show and all these different places. He's like them. He has access like they have. And at E3 this past year, off camera, he had a discussion with Nintendo execs about the fact that, you know, since they're producing Bayonetta 2, and since Sonic is showing up in a lot of Nintendo games, Sonic and Mario at the Olympics, Sonic was in Super Mario Brothers, Smash Brothers. Since, you know, Sega and their friendship and Nintendo friendship seems pretty strong. Also, since Sega looks like it's having a financial problem right now, why don't Nintendo just buy Sega? And he said that the way they answered the question was very intriguing. Now, you got to understand that these are inside sources that tell him stuff, so he could not relay everything that was told to him. But basically what he said was, they said that there's something they're looking into and they would like very much to happen. Now, he basically said after that he believes, I'm pretty sure he knows, that Nintendo is in talks to acquire Sega. Now, there's another video Shokio put up talking about an insider had some big predictions for E3 2013. One of the predictions was that Nintendo would make an announcement that would be even more mind-blowing than the Bayonetta 2 announcement. And y'all remember when they announced Bayonetta 2 and Nintendo Direct this year, a few months back, and how the industry was turned upside down because of Nintendo having Bayonetta 2 as an exclusive game to the system. Now, he's saying that whoever this guy is saying that Nintendo, or his inside scoop source is saying that Nintendo has an announcement that's 10 times grander than that announcement. That's going to blow that announcement out the water, and that's going to really make some folks mad, or some folks butt hurt over this announcement. Now, you take those two videos, what Shokio said in his video about an insider saying, or a person who has close connection with insiders was saying, and you take this announcement from this guy who has connection to insiders with Nintendo, and this announcement could be the same announcement. It could be that Nintendo is about to acquire Sega. And if they announce that would kill the Bayonetta 2 announcement. That was totally demolish the Bayonetta 2 announcement. You talking about some upset folks. If Nintendo gets the exclusives of Sega's first party, plus what they already have with their own first party, plus Retro Studios, you talking about a problem. Anyway, so things are shaping up to be very interesting next year. So y'all need to keep your ears to the street on that stuff. Anyway, my next thing is Nintendo Wii U sales. Now, depending on where you go, you're going to get either a positive outlook or a negative outlook. But you know me, I'm the leveled head gamer, so I just read facts of what folks say. I don't really care how they spin it. I just listen to what they say. Now, I ran across, and let me get my gamepad together. Yes, I'm using my gamepad. I ran across a couple of articles, and one I couldn't find. I found it a few days ago, but I couldn't find it. But I remember what it says, and I got this one up as well. They're saying that despite the fact that Microsoft outsold Nintendo on Black Friday and the PS3 outsold Nintendo Wii U on Black Friday, Nintendo is on point, on track to sell in the U.S. alone by the end of December 2 million units of the Wii U system. Now, they're saying that when Nintendo's the 400,000 plus systems that Nintendo sold in America was pretty much the whole stock that they had. Now, they're saying Nintendo is replenishing those stocks, and the numbers that are being sent from these different outlets, these different stores, GameStop and Best Buy and all these other places, the numbers that are coming in is showing that Nintendo is on track to sell between 1.6 million Wii U systems in America to 2 million, and maybe even exceed that. They're not for sure, but they know for a fact it's going to be close to 2 million systems alone in America. Then you look at in Japan, it just released, and Nintendo sold 400,000 something thousand Wii U's in Japan, also almost matching the same amount they sold in America for its release. Then in UK, it sold 40,000, but that's just the UK. That's not all of Europe, and that's not all of Australia. Those numbers hadn't come in yet. So based off the numbers and the trend and the tracking that they're doing, in America alone, the Wii U would have been sold 2 million units, and then you couple that in with Japan and Australia and Europe, it can probably be double that by December alone, globally. So the Wii U is doing good. Plus, this article right here says that as far as games, the NVC says that the Wii U is selling 2.1 games, games per system sold. So 2 to every 1 system. 2 games are being sold to every 1 system. So that's good too, because Iwata said the Wii U is being sold at a loss, and Reggie came out and restated that, but also said that, but if you buy a game, that makes up for the loss that was being Nintendo was selling the Wii at. So if you bought a game, Nintendo came out in the green. So every Wii U, every customer is buying 2 games. So not only are they making up that loss, but they're adding on to that by buying another game. So all around, the Wii U is doing good. And I worked in retail, you know what I'm saying? So I know, I used to manage Blockbuster, so I know how when the new system come out, because it's so limited, a lot of folks, when they go, especially around Christmas, they don't come in, they wait till around these times when new systems are coming out and when old system prices are being lowered to go buy the older system. They didn't have the money to afford it at the normal prices, so they wait till a new system is coming out and the older system prices are dropping. Seen it all the time, so that's normal. So Nintendo is doing real well. And my last thing, and this is one of the biggest things I heard while I've been away, is and I already knew this, but now that they brought it out, I think it's very good to talk about, and let's be quick on it. The Sony PlayStation Omni is GPU based. Let me say that again. Sony is going with a GPU for their next gen system, PlayStation Omni. Now, what does that say? That says this, that since Sony is going with the GPU, there is a strong chance every game for next gen that is developed for Sony is going to be put on the Nintendo system. Now, why do I say that? Because the systems are just like each other. They already say Sony's new system is not much more powerful than the Wii U. It would be like comparing the Xbox to the GameCube. Now, they do say that the Microsoft new system, the Rango or whatever it's called, is going to be a lot more powerful than either of those systems. But that puts Microsoft on an island by itself. Understand what I'm saying? If Microsoft is not going with the same design as the Nintendo Wii U and the PlayStation Omni, and it's more powerful, that means developers got to spend more and then spend even more to port those games over to the Sony system. And if they're going to go through the hassle of porting the game to the Sony system, they might as well port it to the Wii U system because they're the same, got the same design. Now, this is my prediction. If this is the case, and say, for instance, Microsoft does not go with the GPU, then I believe Microsoft, like every generation proves, being the strongest system is going to be a detriment to the Microsoft brand. Because if I'm a developer, I'm going to make sure I can make money. And the more systems I can put my game on for cheaper and less hassle, that's what I'm going to do. So if Sony is going with a GPU and Nintendo Wii U is going with a GPU, I'm going to take my chances releasing my games for those two systems, because if I release it for Microsoft system, then I got to do more to get those games on Sony, which they're going to want to do. But then if they do that, they might as well just do it for the Wii U as well. Now, the other part of this is the fact that you have a lot of folks talking about, you know, well, since they found out that Sony is going with a GPU, now they're trying to say that, you know, the thing that's going to set it apart from the Wii U's GPU is the fact that Sony's GPU is DirectX 11 equivalent. Okay, let's debunk that. Well, when Nintendo signed the deal with Unity, if you know anything about the Unity engine, it is DirectX equivalent, or it is actually DirectX 11. But since Nintendo is not Microsoft, it will have features that allow the Nintendo to utilize features just like what DirectX 11 does. It just won't be DirectX 11. It'll be OpenGL or something like that, where you can utilize those shaders and the titillation and the different aspects that DirectX 11 brings to the table. The cutting edge graphical capabilities of DirectX 11 will be able to be utilized by the Wii U's GPU. It just will be OpenGL. I think that's how you say that. I look it up. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But anyway, basically what I'm saying is everything that is being projected or rumored about Sony's Omni system sounds a lot like what's already been rumored or already been accounted for with the Wii U system. So it looks like Sony and Nintendo is going to be in the same lane. And if that's the case, I find it very hard for developers to justify continuing to make games for Microsoft system if they decide not to go with a GPU design. Now, if they go with a GPU design, that bodes well for the whole industry. But I'm telling you right now, if they decide not to, there's a strong possibility that Microsoft might be shooting themselves in the foot.